We're back, and it's part 1 of SummerSlam week. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We all know Lana kissed a girl, but have you?
Let's get on the chat now. Let's get on the chat.
Guys.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And I'm talking about the ladies.
Chat
We all
roulette
know
up in here.
guys who kiss women. Thank you for tuning in this week episode of Total Divas. We're back. Hallelujah. It's been like forever. I'm trying to get everything adjusted. I had a wild day. My name's Anissa Barr. You can follow me on social media at Anissa Barr. TK, where can they find you?
Praise Jesus. You can find me on everything at TK Trindad. Praise Jesus. Just an hallelujah. Just, follow it up.
Oh,
Should say God is good. That's what you mean.
Well, remember, the devil goes to church. So.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm Monique Loveless, and you can find me on all platforms at Upfront with Mo.
And my name is Roger. You could find me on Twitter, Roger_Corral, or Instagram, Beef Supreme.
Beef Supreme?
Beef Supreme. The best item on the menu.
Are you just now realizing that? And then you posted it. I saw you post it.
Wait, hold on, Roger. What menu are you talking about?
The Taco Bell menu.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about something else. I was like, what?
Wait.
That's why you guys don't have kids.
Is there another
Beef Supreme?
Wait. Is there another Beef Supreme?
I don't eat Taco Bell, so I don't know.
Oh.
Hermione's always at.
Totally whatever it
She's
is.
vegan.
All right. You got the hook up, TK?
If y'all in chat figured it out, because obviously you didn't get it.
Okay, I was just talking about Taco Bell. Whatever. That's.
Oh, my gosh. I can't.
And we are definitely back. We're having a good time. Starting off this show, we kind of have all the women in the back for SmackDown getting ready, and Nia is now getting ready to kind of go on date, meet other men. And Charlie Caruso was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's go try and do something. Our Truth is in the back. He mentions, don't find men at the gym. Don't do it. And we pretty much see, later on then we see Nia and Maurice go out for lunch. And Maurice pretty much shows a flyer that's like a firefighter rescue single party. Have you guys ever been on to one of those things?
No.
She's not.
I would have swore you have.
I know a lot of firefighters.
Oh, okay.
But I don't.
But no
I don't need to
No
go
part.
to a party to find them.
Yeah, earlier in the show, TK was like, yeah, firefighters, yeah,
They're-
they can lift you. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
so
can.
can wrestlers.
They can too.
Ooh. She's always in the
This is true.
Oh, my gosh.
Facts.
Hey, and
No,
to be
I
honest,
haven't been one.
to be honest though, Leos are very sexual.
Well, I'm a
people.
Scorpio.
Y'all
so
know way too much
No,
about
but, like-
signs. Like,
I'm a Scorpio.
You're winning.
your
Yeah, we already
horoscope.
determined
Way
that. That's
too
why-
much.
That's all makes
But
sense.
her mind is in the gutter more than mine is.
So is mine, but I ain't gonna say it out loud.
okay, when I saw the flyer, I expected them to be in uniform when they showed up.
Like strippers?
Yeah, I mean, if you're
You were expecting
no,
strippers
if you're
because
promoting
of
a
the flyer.
firefighter show, I better see some firefighters.
It's not a show. It's like almost
like a speeding.
Yeah, it's a
But how do I
speeding.
know you're a firefighter?
Well, the lady, the girl
didn't watch?
who introduced herself
I'm
to
supposed to
Nia,
trust that?
No, she vets all of them.
Ugh, okay.
Well, the one guy did show up and say he wasn't a firefighter, but
Yeah, that was such great
Well, the
vetting.
one said he came for drinks.
yeah.
But
He's a firefighter, though.
How did he? Oh, he was a firefighter.
Yeah.
But I thought he said he wasn't.
Yeah.
No, she vetted all of them. So all the guys because somebody's at the door. So she's vetted all of the guys who are firefighters.
So how do you vet it? Is there like a firefighter ID?
Yeah, you have to go to certifications.
No, I
tests,
guess that.
all
So
this
you
sort of
take your
stuff.
certification then?
Yeah, you either take your certification or even on top of that too. Like for instance, police officers are
Well, they have a
with
badge.
no, but they're with SOCOs. They're actually firefighters do too.
They got
But
a
police
badge.
officers are actually with certain Inglewood Police, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Firefighters do the same thing. So you can literally go on the directory and find out if their name is there. It's not.
And
that
then they
hard.
have to answer those questions. Those are firefighter questions.
That's
Nia
right.
asked.
That Nia
Like
was
how
asking. asking.
how wet you could get. Was that
No,
the-
that
When
wasn't
they
a
were in the
part
car?
of
Oh,
That was when they were in the car.
That was one of the-
party.
That's right.
That wasn't a part of the question.
I'm
inside
sorry.
the
That
party.
was one of the
was a-
questions that they were asking.
Yeah, they were
on their way
asking.
there.
Oh, no,
And it
yeah.
was hilarious. How long is your hose? Ugh.
She had a
My
lot of
God.
hose questions.
Yeah, a lot of hose. In different area codes.
Oh no.
702 513
Yeah.
Gosh,
605.
Yeah. Well, Naya ended up finding this cute guy. To me, he looks like Corey Graves. Tattoo.
A taller
that's
Corey
true.
Graves.
Yeah. Tall. Same hairstyle. Tattoos. So we'll see him in the next episode because she
got his
invites-
number.
Yeah.
She got the digits.
But then we get to
She
see.
did.
But then the women go into more
She was
detail.
still taller than him now.
Nothing wrong with that though. And some guy had the audacity to say, "Oh, are you really The Rock's cousin?" What the hell?
Not a good pickup line. She
No.
struggled. I mean, she went through what, 6, 7 guys that we saw. She might have even gone through more.
I would have been offended and be like,
That's how it is in life.
Yeah, that's what they associate
Yeah.
you with
Rough.
something.
yeah.
That's how it is in life. You go through a whole bunch of guys and
Keep going.
and you only end up with one. Maybe. Some people not, but yeah.
All right.
That's beautiful, guys.
All right.
That's what you're doing right now.
What?
You're with one, as
Yeah.
far as we know.
That's why he said it was beautiful.
That's why I just said it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all confused. But yeah, that was fun to watch Naya go out there, and then they decided to plan a Sex in the City type of party, which we get to see on not next episode, but they start planning it. Maurice is excited because she's known for planning parties all the time, as we've seen on past episodes. So the next situation that we get to see on this episode is Alexa Bliss is engaged. She's been engaged to Buddy Murphy for like ever, pretty much 2 years. But
Yeah, 2 years.
But
engaged.
you know
for
what?
2 years.
In wrestling, it's like forever. And because they're always together on the road, and pretty much she kind of doesn't seem like she's ready to get married. She doesn't seem like she's committed, and Naya pretty much tells her like it is.
Yeah.
And Alexa is afraid that he might get cut because he is.
Well, he's
currently-
afraid he might get cut.
He's afraid he might get cut. But then again, she's also like thinking, okay, then you're gonna go to Australia. You're gonna get stuck in
And we were-
Australia. I think he'll be fine.
We were talking about this. I mean, he'll find work. It's not like he has to completely retire if he gets cut.
No,
There's a lot-
and there's plenty of people in the indie scene that are from around the world that get to do what they
Yeah,
love.
you get like an athlete visa, which is like a P visa. or
Yeah, I'm sure
something.
he would be fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's different visas. Well, it just depends. It depends on, but the situation now with immigration, he might have to wait. But
Right, because
it's going really slow.
yeah.
But he can get another visa. The whole thing with that is that I feel like if you love this person and you know that you guys were engaged anyway,
Right.
then you don't necessarily have to do the wedding. Because there's two different things. At the end of the day, you go to the courthouse and you literally just get the paper. Because that's
Yeah.
all they really need. Now, when you're talking about the wedding, which she was referring to, is a ceremony. And there's a lot of people who go to the courthouse 6 months before they
Yeah.
get married,
Yeah.
and they have
Yeah.
the ceremony over, like they have a ceremony in the islands. So it doesn't really matter, but I just think she doesn't sound like she's as educated about all the options. Because when he's explaining to her about a fiance visa and all this other stuff, she had like no idea.
She didn't, but I felt in that moment, I was just like, well, if this is a person that you've been engaged with for 2 years and he's saying these are options, these are things that we could do, I felt like she kind of like pushed him off like, well, if you got to go away, you got to go away.
Yeah, well, she
Like,
wants the Disney dream, which is fine, but sometimes not like that.
Because she wants to get married only once.
Yeah, but
They all
but
say
you can
that.
go, like she said, you can go
I
get
mean,
your
that's the ideal,
certificate.
right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
can still go and get your certificate. But that's the thing, when you grow up on the whole Disney thing, this is what you think about, and you don't see like all the other possibles. And you don't really, it's like she's never been married before, so she doesn't know all the other options. So she's just thinking, okay, well, that means we have to get married, we have to do the white dress, we have to do all this other stuff. Which is like, no, dog, you just go to the courthouse and get
your
this paper.
certification. Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
saying she doesn't
needs to be-
realize that she could just get
Yeah, I
the
don't think she
certificate?
can tell
Okay,
the difference.
okay, that's what you're saying.
Because
Okay.
technically, I mean, yeah, you're married on paper, but if you want the ceremony, you want the big ceremony, you could wait for that.
I think it's because her parents didn't have her and her parents are married. They've been together since when they were teenagers, and I think it's because she doesn't want to do what her parents did, and I think they went to the courthouse and just got married. They didn't have a big ceremony.
Yeah, but that's two
so
things.
I think she's just afraid
It's possible that
she doesn't want to do the same thing.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're right that you could get the certificate and then you could plan ahead.
Yeah.
You also risk the possibility that then you kind of don't care for the ceremony after that. I mean, it's possible. It's all mental at the end of the day.
Okay. You're married. So what did you and your wife do? Did you guys?
We wanted the perfect beach wedding, and so we didn't get married until we could do that.
Did you guys go to the courthouse and?
We went to the courthouse that morning. So to us, it all had to happen that day. That's what we wanted. Okay. So we didn't want. Technically, we could have gotten married before. We could have had our ceremony any other time. We didn't want that. Mm-hmm. So whatever happened before, we just.
Your wife is not getting sent back to wherever.
Exactly.
So
we didn't have any
different situation.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Naya does give it to her good, and
I like Naya.
Naya
she says all the stuff I would say. Like,
she says all the stuff I would say.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, figure it out. Like, stop talking about it.
Yeah, she was making. I felt Naya was in the right. We talked about this, and you didn't feel like she.
As usual.
You know why? Because she doesn't. I felt like
she
you
was
guys
in the
think
right.
you guys think she's being real. I feel like she's not being a good friend. A good friend is a good friend actually tries to understand you.
Right.
You guys think that a good friend tells you how it is.
No.
And I think there's a slight difference.
A good friend, if you're telling your friend about the same thing over and over, and you're listening to that person, and on the 100th time they're saying, well, this is, and you've already heard it 100 times, like you've already listened to the person, you know how that person feels. Now it's like, if you're true friends, you can say, well, this is the situation, this is what I feel. Obviously, you know, she could have threw it in Naya's face and like, well, you're single, you're not even close to getting, married and all that type of stuff. But as friends, you can throw that type of shade, and if you're true friends, it's like, all right, this is how she feels, that's cool, but I'm gonna do me. That's strong friendship. If you can get offended and stop talking to them because they said some negative stuff.
No, you shouldn't get mad. You're right.
Well, I don't even feel like it was negative, but I do feel as though Naya brought up a great point, and she's right. Like, you've talked to me about this 100 times. All I hear is excuses. At this point, like, just do it. If you're going to do it, either you're going to do it, or if you're not, you need to rethink about being married.
Yeah.
Because she even said it.
That's the problem I have with it.
But she said it. Even Naya said it. She said she needs to just go ahead and marry the man. Like, I don't understand.
I'm okay with what you guys are saying with her criticizing her, saying you say this over and over. Mm-hmm. But then she tells her, if you're not going to do that, then you need to rethink marriage. Naya is no one to...
No, she said rethink their relationship.
But that's... Who is she to say that?
Yeah, but it might be a true statement.
But it might not.
It might not, but it'll make her think, though.
It
might not.
It did, because she got up and got
like, all
mad.
you're doing is being rude. The first part I get. The first part is saying, hey, you're being repetitive.
No.
Maybe you should, stop and consider everything again. The second part saying you should reconsider your relationship. Now you're just being rude to the relationship.
No, here's an example. Say you come to me every day and you're like, I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I'm fat. I want to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym.
That doesn't apply with another person.
Then I would say, look, like, either go to the gym or, consider being fat for the rest of your life. Like, I don't want to hear it.
But that doesn't involve you judging my relationship.
But my thing is
like, you're judging a relationship that you know nothing about.
But she clearly does.
She does know the relationship.
You know it on the outset. You don't go home every night with them.
Yeah,
so,
but she knows
but it depends
enough.
on how much. It depends on how much you're talking in the relationship. So, for instance, if you talk to, which I don't think really guys do, but if girls, depending on their relationship, a girl might divulge all her relationship details to a specific friend, and that friend knows the details, whether you think so or not.
Yeah.
So she might know more details than she's letting on for us to see.
So does she have to say it right there in front of the couple, like, in that moment? I think that's rude. It's rude. Even if you're a true friend, the guy is there. He's obviously feeling like crap. Like, it's just a bad time.
I would rather, if I were in that particular situation and I were, like, the guy, I would rather the friend say it in front of me. Versus in an argument, then she brings up something that Naya said, and now it's a whole situation.
But why is the other option an argument? Why can't you just say it to me, like, as soon as we're done eating breakfast? Like, why do you have to ruin that moment?
Well, it depends on their friendship. You don't know what her friendship is with him either.
Or how long she's been saying that, and she was finally just like, you know what, forget this. Like, I'm going to say what's on my mind.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's overstepped her boundaries.
I don't think she would have said it if she didn't know him like that. She didn't seem like the type that would just go pop off on just some regular like.
Yeah, she
doesn't know
knew
like that.
I think Alexa's been talking about it long enough with her that she knew the basis and the foundation of the relationship. Because even Alexa said it. She said, "Well, she as a friend, she understands our ups and downs in our relationships. I don't know why she would say something like that to me." So if you know that, because most girls do have a one friend that they divulge everything to.
I don't do that. Mm-mm.
Well,
don't do that. It's not a good idea. But whatever.
well, if you have good friends, I will say
Not a good idea.
I feel like there's one person that you can be more open to than the rest of your friends. I'll put it that way.
And that's cool. Like I said,
And
I don't mind.
think that she overstepped her boundaries. She straight up told her, like, if you're having this much confusion about marrying somebody, then you need to.
She's 26.
Then don't get engaged.
And they've been engaged. But see, you can be engaged for as long as you want. She's been engaged for 2 years. I just think it's rude for her to say, if you're going to be engaged and have all these questions, then you should do this and this. Like you are not.
Opinion.
You're not a therapist. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not anyone to really tell me what I should do.
Have
in my
you
relationship.
But she's a
Listen to,
friend
like,
that's invested
girl,
in that friendship.
Have you guys never ever given you advice on stuff and they're clearly not
Advice
therapists?
is different than judging my relationship. There's a difference.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I
We're
don't
gonna
feel like
argue
she
about this one.
judged it. I feel like
You judged it. You judged her engagement. Let's say that.
No, she didn't.
She did. She said you've been engaged for 2 years.
No, she based it off of her telling her the same situation
fine.
over and over again. And she said, listen, if you're going to continue to tell me the same things and complain, then you need to rethink what you're doing. That's like if they say if you try the same thing over and over and over again, it's insanity. So if you got to change something.
I don't think she
That's
would
just
have
the
different
quote.
results.
I don't think she would have that opinion if he didn't have to leave the country. Like I think,
it goes back to that.
if they were engaged and they're
Yeah.
both American and he's staying in the country and they're engaged for 10 years, I don't think she would care.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's more of like, okay, well, how do you love this guy? Like, what are you willing to do? Whatever. She's just kind of putting that out there, like, this is the possibilities, and opposed to him getting that call, it's like, look, you need to go to, because they come in swift, so they give you like a couple hours, maybe a couple days to leave. So versus that happening. Versus having a game plan,
no, you're right.
right? So it's just kind of like,
It all
okay,
comes
think
back to
about
that
yeah.
at the
So
end of the
think
day.
about what you want to do, and if
Yeah.
you don't want to do that, then take that off the table. It's like, look, I'm not willing to marry you. We're just gonna roll the dice and see how it is,
Yeah.
or we're gonna consider this. Let's talk about it. So it's kind of those two options, and just doesn't feel like she doesn't want to do any of those options,
Right.
Yeah.
And then when it comes and he's leaving, oh well, don't wish now.
But it's like, as a friend, she's telling her, as a friend, I feel like she's also saying, like, you're complaining, but he only has a few options. Like, are you going to do it, or are you going to just leave him
And just let him know.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think
he knows.
whenever we're debating, at the end of the day, it might come up where he ends up being deported. So I think that changes the whole game plan in this instance. So you're right.
Thank you.
Thank
It's about
you.
time.
Right.
God damn. Jeez.
It's a new year. It's a new year.
I was gonna say
Right
something
now.
so inappropriate, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. We just had fun.
We
on New
started
Year's.
off the show praising.
I don't even know what to say.
Our real 2018.
Okay, here's my little opinion on it, because I've been single since I was ever. So I think that, here's the thing. I think Nia obviously knows Alexa more than Buddy Murphy does, because you have to think about it. WWE, they're together 24/7, no matter what, 24/7, and they get to know each other really, really quick. And I think ever since she went to the main roster, she probably realized, okay, there's more things out there than just Florida, obviously. So she's probably now thinking, okay, maybe I don't want to get married too soon, because there's so much things I can do at a young age.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't want to
It's-
waste my time being
It's
married.
a very valid argument.
And being able to
It
do
happens.
that.
I
if
feel
she
like
wants-
then she's wasting his time.
Right.
Possible.
That she has to let him know.
You're wasting his
Yeah.
time
It's
then if that's
possible.
the case.
And that happens. I mean, obviously that does happen.
Yeah, people don't have the balls to say certain things, and I think that's what she was trying to say.
That's
it's like,
why
look,
if people in this world are so angry, because I'd be pissed if she was wasting my time and then he gets
He's like,
deported.
yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of happy people too.
Yeah, but there's also happy people that are kind of delusional, and they're left out where they can be delusional and they don't have to live with that truth.
True.
And there are people who like they benefit from the truth. And it's like you gotta do one or the other. And I think if they're friends, they know their friendship. Like she probably tells it how it is. She's not sugarcoating anything. Yeah. And if she wants somebody who's not like that, then she needs to get a new friend.
I think in the end they both kind of agree. I mean,
they balance each other out.
Yeah, they do. Naya apologized, and then Alexa still told her that she appreciates the advice.
Yeah,
so regardless,
yeah.
I mean,
that is friendship.
I really think Alexa and Naya are more closer than her and Buddy Murphy. Alexa and Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
Nobody is closer to me than who is.
What?
At
the
moment.
Wow, I'm so confused right now.
I was confused.
I'm confused about both of you guys.
Whoever I'm getting it from at the moment is probably not good, and I'm engaged to. It's probably not going to be closer to me than a friend of mine.
But you have to think about it. They're on the road.
So wait, are you saying that you're closer to?
What I'm saying is Alexa and I are best friends. They're probably closer to each other in that type of a friendship than she is with.
Wait,
Buddy
are you
Murphy
saying you and Alexa are best friends?
No.
I was like, what?
No, I'm saying Naya.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Because they've been best friends since Nia Jax walked into the WWE Performance Center.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Nia Jax has been
there for the relationship.
There for that relationship since day one. Mm-hmm. So she obviously
day one-ish.
Okay.
I love these episodes. They look great with their shirts off too. Power to them.
Trinity?
They do.
No, I'm just kidding.
She loved it too. She's the one who called him out on it. So thank her for starting the movement.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Take the shirts off.
Yes. All day.
Have those shirts off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Praise
waiting for
Jesus.
Roman to take his damn best
Amen.
off
Whoa, hey.
after 5 years. All right. So we're back to the Lana and Nattie drama.
You've been counting the calendar.
Someone said, "Get it?" No.
No.
He's married. No.
No, she said, "I get it."
I thought you said
No,
okay.
no.
Just get it.
Anyways, so we're back to the Lana and Nattie drama. We thought they burned it down, but
Lana is drama. Holla.
Go ahead, say your piece.
Lana is drama. I'm gonna let you finish that because I want to talk about that situation.
We are,
because Lana is drama. She, I
Just
really
say
was
your
rooting
piece,
for
girl.
her. But she's drama. She's one of those people that you don't be around if you're like, oh, I don't like drama. You know not to become friends with her.
Just like Carmella was trying not to be friends with her.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
Not friends. You just like avoid them. It's like that person in the office where like they just always like in everybody's business and they flying all over the place, getting like asking questions. I was like, oh, okay, I peep your game. Hello.
Yeah, I don't. Drama like that is just too much. Like when you start like Carmella said, when you start messing with my money,
We'll
you
get
start
to that in
messing
a
with
bit.
my bag.
Just to specify, what drama did she bring?
Okay, so
I
Nattie.
That's why I wanted to.
No, I want to hear your piece.
Well, it was in the show. Did you watch?
I did. I want to know.
He wants you to explain the whole thing.
Because everybody in the chat has watched.
He wants you to explain.
No, because
the
you
whole
guys.
thing.
Okay, I
Because
don't.
we're talking about it, but you haven't
Sassy
explained.
2018.
Because I don't think she's drama. So that's why I'm asking.
What?
Where do you see the drama?
Have you not watched the
See, that's not an answer. What's the drama?
In her the characteristics that she does. So she kind of like almost stirs the pot.
Yes.
So like somebody's poking you and you tell them to stop, but then they keep on poking you and now you have to punch them in their face.
But now you're saying generic examples. Like what is she doing?
She is taunting Carmella.
Okay, let me tell you what happened.
Carmella came. She didn't have to bring her outside and have a chat with her and all that stuff. Like, have a good time.
So taking her outside to discuss
no,
that.
I agree with.
Feel like it was,
Like-
no, I don't feel like it. I felt like it was a part of the drama that she was ready to bring. She knew Carmella was still hot about that. Like, let her chill out a little bit. Like, can we get her on a good vibe before you just come in and take me out and want to have this conversation? Like, this is her bag. Of course, somebody's gonna be hot about their money.
Okay, so
If you messing with somebody's career, you hot about your money. So if you hot about your money, guess what? I'm gonna be hot until you maybe get a little couple of drinks in me, and then maybe we can.
That's
go
fair.
talk.
But Lana's argument was that she did not do what she was accused
she said
of.
she didn't do
so
it.
that was the point. She wanted
Yeah.
to clear that up before she keeps having these thoughts the whole time. right?
Yeah, but whatever the situation was, that was messed up. So I would have still been mad.
You guys still haven't told me how she created drama.
Because she shouldn't have had. She shouldn't have had the
Because she
conversation.
took her outside for a
First of all,
conversation?
she shouldn't have had the conversation on camera.
Well, the situation
No,
that
you guys
happened.
see, like, these examples are weak, guys.
No. I'm sorry.
So
I
the
Like, I wanna know the
example that
drama.
happened, we have Nattie backstage talking to everyone, like she always does, and pretty much saying that Lana was trying to get Carmella off of the live events. Live events are pretty much not camera taped. So if you want to go see, they're called house shows. So pretty much that's what Nattie was pretty much saying, but wasn't really true. So that's what started the whole situation, why they had the drama.
Doesn't that make Nattie the drama queen?
Well,
Natty's drama queen too.
Nattie is.
That's
a
how
drama
Nattie
queen.
is.
But then Lana went and said she thinks Nattie is doing that because of
The
the
promos,
whole
yeah.
the whole promos things, where it's just kind of like, why are you worrying about somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you feel like she needs work done, if you said it to her because you think she's a friend, then. And then you guys already had an argument about it. Just let it be,
No,
because you need to do you. Because if she's not good at the promos, then that means she's not good at her job. That means she's gonna get fired, and you're gonna do you.
But to be fair, she brought that up because of the thing that Nattie was accusing her of. So regardless, it's
But
still,
she brought it up too many times. Like, okay, if that was the case, bring it up. Let her know. If you didn't do it, if you really didn't go in there pushing yourself and getting somebody knocked off the roster, then guess what? Leave it alone.
No, you can't leave it alone if
Yes,
everyone
can.
thinks that you did it.
Well, because then Nattie is stirring the pot.
then Nattie is stirring the pot.
Yeah.
She brought it up twice.
she did.
Well, yeah, she did, but
They're
Nattie
both-
didn't bring it up twice
They're
in front of
both
Carmella.
at
They're
this
both
point.
starting.
No, she did.
stuff.
Carmella was there the first time around
Yeah.
backstage,
Yeah.
and then Carmella was in the limo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's there both
It's
times.
a cycle
That's
at this
right.
point.
So her
That's
Nattie
right.
and Lana are both like
Drama.
I don't really I wouldn't mess with
Together,
them.
they are drama.
Even
And then
separate,
that pissed
they
off
just-
Carmella because it's like I have the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm working my ass off. She even told Lana, I've been here for for a few years, and she's now like and you've only been here for a hot minute, and you're trying to take me off of live events because you want to do this. Go back to NXT.
Well, Carmella's only been there like a year or two,
Yeah,
so she's
yeah.
On the
also
main roster,
struggling. Yeah.
But at the same time, I still think Lana needs to go to NXT and stay there for 1 year.
Oh wow.
I think so too.
Wait, why?
No, because she's good at promos, so she doesn't need to do that. Just wrestling. Stay there for 1 year and improve on your wrestling, because I guarantee you that's going to make a damn difference.
I
don't
don't
think she's
really
needed
care
there.
too much about Lana. What I care about right now is, can we see some more of Carmella? Because that was fire right there. She showed attitude.
Honestly,
she showed everything
I love
But you know what? I
that
actually
I liked, and she was real about it.
I get a feeling that she's not a big TV person.
Who?
Carmella. I get a feeling that she doesn't want to put all her drama on TV.
I was kind of getting that
I
now,
get that
too.
feeling.
Well, there's a rumor that
she
her
broke up.
and Cass broke up.
And that might be
they have to
part of it.
edit all this stuff out.
Oh, that's fair.
They're,
Oh, wow.
it's been a rumor a while that they're broken up. They just bought a house together, so right after they bought this house, she deleted photos of them together. She's on social media a lot, just her and her family. She's been posting. So it's possible that they're not together and they're just cutting all this stuff between Carmella
Or maybe they're
and
together
Cass
and she doesn't
out.
want her business in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe she's probably not even, obviously she's not ready to talk about it. And that's fine. That's her business. We'll
That's
probably see
true.
her next
But I
season
want to see
talking
her.
about it.
I want to see her.
I did
wanna see
really
Trinity.
enjoy whoever did her makeup with the dark lip. Kudos to you.
Yeah, that's really good.
That was bomb.
The straight hair and everything was really good.
Yeah, that was a good look
And
for
even
her.
Carmella even mentioned, she goes, I don't associate drama. I'm very upfront. If you want to tell me, say it to my face. And Carmella went in hot with her pizza purse.
See, the only reason I ever always bring up Natalya, because to me, she's considered the veteran of the whole group.
Yeah.
And I don't think she acts like it. I feel like, honestly, with the whole women's revolution happening, I think we need stronger voices that are backstage. You know, the guys already have their guys that have been there a long time. I don't think the women have that. You know, you have Nikki and you have Nattie, and that's about it.
What you have, you also have the dynamic of there's a lot of new things happening, right? And now the old guard is legitimately old, and now there's new people coming in the ranks, and you can't fight time. So like you have people coming up, they're gonna have another 10, 15, hopefully years in their career, and Nattie may have, because you don't see women in their 50s
You don't.
wrestling on WWE.
Not anymore.
Right. You see some men here and there, but you don't see the women. So they know that their shelf life is coming closer to an end, and all those opportunities, all the new things that have been happening that they missed out because they weren't there when they first started is kind of first. So she's kind of balancing that on a mental level, like knowing that, okay, because I forgot what interview I was listening to, but the guy was like, as athletes, there's a shelf life. So like a musician, you can play until you're 70. As whatever, you can do that. But as an athlete, there's always a shelf life, and that's always looming in the back of your head.
But you also have to think that half of these women started wrestling in WWE in their late 20s. In their
so Nattie started young though,
but their careers are still shorter.
They are short, but that doesn't mean, you know, if a quarterback, if their career is going to end as soon as they hit 30 or their early 30s, it doesn't mean that you like dismiss all of your backup quarterbacks either. And I feel
there's
like Nattie,
rarely few women out there, not in just WWE, but all in wrestling, that's still going. Like Victoria, she's still wrestling.
They still wrestle, but that's what I'm saying. Victoria's not backstage. Mickie James is one of those veterans.
Right.
I think you need people that act a little bit more mature, and I don't know if Nattie is ready for that.
Well, she doesn't have the playbook with it. So if you have the quarterback, then there's coaches who've played before that you have kind of, you see that guidance. But for the women, you don't have that. Like, who do you have that's in the roster that's been through all this stuff, and like, because everything is new. Like Royal Rumble is new for women. So now you're seeing that as a woman, and you're like, I want to do all this stuff, and who knows what's going to happen in the next 2 years, and you're seeing all these younger women, like, it's going to be intimidating.
That makes complete sense.
So I'm not saying she's justified in doing it, but I think on a mental level, that's
there's also Alicia Fox that's been there for over 10 years.
Yeah, she has.
There's obviously Mickie James, who's been doing it in the Indies and WWE.
I just feel like Nattie tends to get insecure, and she does put people down. And you're right, she probably debates that in her own head.
And no offense, Nattie, but
she's getting older.
Why has it been taking her this long to get the championship?
Yeah, and again, I get it. There's no playbook, and you know, she came at a weird time when she's actually been able to stick around through a few eras. So you know, she gets mad props for that. But I think her insecurities tend to get the best of her at times.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you traveling with all these women all the time, and you seeing all this stuff, and like, you have the pressures of social media, you have the pressures of WWE. Don't really, I mean, they care about you, but they'll fly in swift to fire you.
It's still a business,
you know. So you have all these pressures of doing all that, and then, you know, on top of that, staying in shape. And as a woman, you have to stay a certain, like, you can't be, you know, Rusev or Samoa Joe. Like, you can't be that as a woman.
Rusev is in shape. How are you gonna go?
I'm just saying he's in shape, but they're only gonna allow.
Jax, come on.
Yeah, but they're only gonna allow. Let's be honest. They're only gonna allow like
a limited amount.
They're not gonna have the whole roster there, because you know how social media will tear up all. Like, it's unfortunate, but that's where we are as women. So it's like, you have to stay in shape.
I mean, you said it. How many older women are wrestling now? You don't have that, and it's unfortunate, but that's the case. And again, that's something that Nattie's probably dealing with.
And that's
internally.
the thing. I think Nattie's afraid, like, okay, I'm going to leave this, but I'm going to miss all these opportunities. But you have to think about it, that no matter what, WWE always are going to call you or call somebody back for this special moment. When the Women's Royal Rumble is going to show up, I bet you anything.
Oh yeah, there's definitely
they have 30 women, and there's only 20 women on the roster.
There's a lot of surprises coming.
Right? A lot of surprises. I bet you anything they're going to call Trish.
Because she's still in shape.
They're going to call Michelle McCool, and probably Victoria. And more
some
other
NXT
women. Maybe some people from NXT. Maybe some women from the Mae Young Classic. It's possible, and I just think that Nattie's afraid that she's going to miss out on all these opportunities that's now happening in WWE that didn't get to happen.
And that was something I liked about the Women's Classic as well. They actually had older women in that tournament, and I thought that was kind of cool.
So, damn, that was a lot. Well, speaking of more Lana expresses herself that she kissed girls in college, and she's okay with it. And her and Trin did a little smooch when they went to Cabo, and it made Rusev a little.
Yeah. Of course, they were all drunk.
I don't think she would have done that. Like,
you don't see it?
I don't think she would have done that full. Not to Lana. I don't think she would have done that full sober. I think you was tipsy and like you having fun.
I don't think we've ever even seen them interact.
Well,
right?
here's the thing. I'm a little.
They have, yeah. When Trinity was helping Lana.
Yeah.
TP.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So Rusev Gets was like, "What are you doing?" But I'm a little confused on why Trinity was okay kissing Lana, but was really pissed off a few seasons ago when she was twerking and Alicia Fox recorded it and posted on social media.
Well,
It's a little
Those
different.
are two separate things.
Yeah, those are two separate
Because
things.
if you're twerking, first off, your butt's to the your face is to the wall, and somebody's doing
But
your butt.
she wasn't facing the wall. She was just like literally like twerking, bent down with twerking, not facing the wall.
Yeah.
but, like,
because you never know the situation. Alicia Fox could have just posted that without asking Trinity.
She did.
Yeah, that's not what you're not supposed to do.
Did
that.
Lana do the same thing?
I don't know. They didn't
See,
say
that's
it.
the thing.
I think it was a screenshot from
It looked like a
something.
screenshot, yeah.
No, because Lana put it on her Snapchat and someone took a screenshot of it and posted it on social media.
Okay.
Well,
I still feel like it is different. She was probably I feel like she probably knew it was out there. And she was just like, well, we were drunk, so whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's all in the
But
context of the situation.
if somebody's filming me twerking and I don't give them permission to post that, yeah, I'm going
But
ahead.
at the same time, she was filming for Total Divas, so that is gonna get out there.
But
Well, what season was that? Because I
It
remember
was like
she was talking about getting used to the whole because they still want to keep their life very private.
Right.
So I
That's
think
fine.
that probably what it might have been the issue where it's just kind of like, okay, you're trying to debate because you can't. Once the cameras are on, and after a certain while, you forget the cameras are there.
Yeah.
So now, in your subconscious, you don't want certain things to get out because it belongs to you. So I think, and that particular time was just more of, this is season 3 or season 2, and I'm still trying to figure out, how to work this situation.
yeah.
Yeah, if anything, I mean, it's been 5 seasons. You grow as a person, and you probably
Right.
change your opinions as you move forward.
So,
That could be the case.
then Lana says, like, yeah, I've been to college, I've done things, I've experimented, and what's the difference? Actually, Trinity said, what's the difference between football players smacking each other's asses and then girls kissing each other? What's the difference?
Again, there's a lot of differences here, guys.
There's a lot of differences.
So, hey,
I did
that's
not
what
go
Body
around
flu-
kissing
body
my
flu-
friends
yeah.
on the lips,
Yeah.
like
but then later
drunk
on,
or not. Like, it's not happening.
well, later on
I
we
might,
find out.
you might feel your friend's boobs or something, but not like.
No.
Yeah, but it has to be like a really good friend.
And
I
it's
don't
all in
think
the
that's-
context
Yeah,
of
like but I'm just saying, I don't go around kissing girls on my friends on the lips like a
Yes.
big smooch.
So, have you
Even
guys
if I
ever
am drunk.
experienced anything like that of the same sex?
I plead the 5th.
I was gonna say it ain't none of y'all business.
I did not play football.
What does that mean?
That's my answer.
What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
He said, I don't play football, meaning he never smacked a guy's ass.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Can I
So you play sports? And in sports in general.
Yeah.
It never happened. I did wrestling, and nothing ever
So
happened.
you were touching other men. I mean, you were intertwined.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, and obviously, there's not a problem. Whatever
to
you,
the
whatever, well,
You guys heard that?
I got that one.
whatever it is. If you want to touch people, if you don't, just make sure everyone has consent,
yeah,
and we're good.
Yeah, I think everybody's relationship is a little bit different. No, actually, my gay friend just sent I have a really good friend, Jorge. Shout out. He sent me a text message.
Hey,
He's
Jorge.
like, "We are the worst gay friends because if you were gay, we would already like snuggle together." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not. It's not happening." Like, no, like I have it's very weird.
You don't snuggle with your gay friend?
No. No.
Wait,
not-
so he
not him.
expected to snuggle?
He's always trying to get me to snuggle with him. Always. And I'm like, no, that's why no.
That's what I'm saying. There's boundaries between friends.
Everybody has their
maybe
certain
you have
things.
another friend that you're cool with snuggling. That's the way it is. It is what it is.
Got a
I
snuggle
do.
friend. She got a snuggle friend.
Anyways, underrated.
What?
Well, they all end up going to this drag queen club because Lana, now Rusev they were at the,
Rusev.
Lana was doing a photo shoot. Rusev was like now interested of her, imagining, tell me a story of pretty much you getting with the chick. And she's like, I'm not telling you that. Then later on, they go to the drag queen drag show. Tons of fun. The drag queen pretty much was drinking with them. I liked how the drag queen was behind Rusev. That was hilarious. And then Rusev, being silly old him, was like, hey, my wife, she's in the white. You want to see if you can, like, pretty much try and kiss her or whatever.
Wait, he just said that to a random person, though,
Yeah,
right?
but she wasn't even
Yeah.
like even her blurred face. She didn't really look cute. Like
No.
you need to
Oh
find
my
a cute
God.
girl.
Yeah, he
Like,
should have.
you need to find a cute girl like like
Hey,
about
man,
to about
that's what I said.
the type of cuteness his wife is. Don't just bring
exactly some random.
don't do that. It's
Like
not-
at least entice her a little
I bet
bit.
you anything. Here's the thing. I bet you anything. The reason why they blurred her face is because she said, "Oh, I don't want my face to be on the show."
Of course.
Well, yeah, but still, even with the blur, she looks alright. She doesn't look like compared to everybody else that was sitting there as far
she
as
looks
W.
plain.
To be fair, we
kind
didn't
of
see her.
Yeah, but the way she was, what she
Like
was
we
wearing,
didn't,
she
right?
just-
She was short. She was kind of stumpy. Like
Oh,
she
you
just,
guys.
she looked plain.
And then
she looked
Lana
plain.
was like, "No." She was like, "No."
Yeah, but he brought a cuter, like a girl that's almost the same level as Lana, which she
Yeah.
said something. Would
Yeah.
she have kissed her?
Right. Okay.
Right.
So that's what I'm
Maybe.
saying. I
Right.
think he was just really sly. He didn't plan it out well. He just put some girl standing there, like even just based off what she was wearing,
yeah,
compared
that
to the
brown
other girls.
shirt with those
The brown
jeans.
shirt wasn't.
The fact that
wasn't
she
happening.
said, "I'm your what spirit, lesbian spirit."
Your lesbian gift.
Yeah.
Lesbian gift.
What does that mean? I don't
That
know.
he gifted her to her.
Yeah,
Her
he
to
gifted
her
he
to
gifted
Lana.
her to Lana as a lesbian.
Honestly, I think Rusev was jealous, and he went
Well, he's
after
always
like.
jealous.
But I don't think he was actually trying to find a girl for her.
I was confused because he was really into it, and then he got this girl
was
and
like,
was
well,
like, "Let's
I
see
think
if
it's
my
because
wife
he was
is
like,
really
yeah.
who she says she is."
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he
It's
wanted
like,
to test
prove it to
because
me.
yeah, I think if she started kissing
Yeah,
the
that's
other
too
girl, then that
much.
might have been even more issues. Because then that's not what he bargains for. 'Cause I think in his mind is like, if she kisses other girls, then one day she might leave me for like. I think there's other
Like that's the insecurity.
yeah
of his.
other insecurities of things
I was-
going on.
Well, they
in
were
addition
touching
to-
each other's boobs.
Well, that's why he left.
I mean, friends do that.
Do they? 'Cause
Yes.
I don't.
Oh, I do with mine.
Nobody doesn't touch me.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have. I don't know. Your friend. I don't know your
It depends on
friend.
how they presented it. They like show their boobs all the time.
presentation.
Yeah, the presentation's
And I
key.
think it's, and also they're all comfortable with each other because I'm sure obviously they're in the women's locker room. They change in front of each other. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's
whatever.
true.
So
Like whose boobs are softer than others.
Yeah, and the presentation definitely.
Yeah.
If you present your boobs, especially like I have friends and they present like they wear like low cuts, I'll do the little drum thing on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I have
Yeah.
a friend. She has really big boobs. I'm not going to shout her out, but she knows who she is. She has big boobs, and every time I see her, I'll be like,
Yeah, you do like a little side tap.
And they're okay with this, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Well, I
Y'all
mean-
just tapping people.
Well, I mean, if you
Just-
people.
I actually
Going around saying, "Hey,
I actually let them know
well, that's what Paige
first.
did to what's his name, Big E.
Well, I mean, I would tap Biggie's boobs too. He moves them up and down. He wants them to be touched.
No, stop.
As I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, sexual harassment's happening now. But boom.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
At least
Yeah.
he knows.
Is
Putting
there
it out
anything else you guys want to add on to this episode? We talked about
That was
kissing,
it. And then the
boobs.
Bellas showed up.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
I'm just saying, we need some veterans in the team, guys.
They're they're on every single episode.
They
Even
are.
if they just in the car talking about their life.
To be fair,
for
they
like
put the
20
show on the map. They did.
They
They did.
they helped because I thought Eva Marie was really pretty, so I watched the show.
Eva Marie and the Bellas.
I think,
made
yeah,
the show.
even-
Hey, shout out to Eva Marie for backing WWE up. Just saying.
Oh, I know.
You know the
Yeah.
situation. Thank you for that. Thank you. Even though
I told you guys to accept her. I'm telling you.
Hey, I don't
I
mind
never
her.
not accepted her.
I mean, I honestly after
I like her hustle.
After
I like her
rewatching
hustle.
old episodes, I now kind of saw it on her side.
I think
more.
everyone that's in wrestling eventually becomes a mark for wrestling. So that's why I like everyone that's involved. I think, again, some people
Right.
might have different personalities or whatever, but at the end of the day, I think everyone relates to the sport, and I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
I respect their hustle, but then there's some people I'd like rather hang out with, and some people I'm like, I'm good. Like I don't
Right.
need, I don't want to be cussing off anybody today. Like I don't want any of that drama. Like as long as you're real, like we can hang and have fun.
Yeah, I think I could hang out. Who could y'all hang out with? I think I could hang out with Carmella or Naya.
Trinity's my girl.
I think Alexa Bliss.
Oh yeah, I like
Trinity
Trinity
would be-
too.
yeah.
She's hella.
I think
fun.
Yeah.
for me Alexa Bliss because she's not a party person. I'm not a party person, and then we could just go to rock concerts.
I know because you cleaned your house for New Year's. You cleaned your house on Christmas
Huh?
with your cat. Is that what you
Wait,
said?
No, I cleaned my house on New Year's Eve because I didn't want to go out because there's a lot of drunk people and
That's nice. Again,
I-
as long as you're healthy and
Yeah.
happy, It's all good, guys.
That's all that matters.
That's
And
all
I
that
had
matters.
nobody to.
We're all here
celebrate
today.
It, so hey.
We're all here. Who would you be friends with? Oh,
Actually, I would love to hang out with Trinity and the Usos and
Oh my
that whole
gosh,
thing.
they would be so fun.
Yeah, they would be so much fun. They seem like such great people.
yeah, they do.
And they just seem like just legit. Like there's no like drama. Like they'll call you out on some ish. And like not in a negative way, but they'll if you do something like if you walk into the door, they're gonna say some shit and like make fun of you, and you could be able to you should be able to handle it. So it's like it just seems like fun. Like they'd just be really fun to hang around.
They feel very relatable.
Yeah.
And I think that comes through whenever they're on screen.
Yeah. All right. So that concludes our episode of this week. Thank you all for joining in on the chat. Always fun to have you, loyal fans. Keep being loyal because we're loyal to you. It's going to be, I don't know what the heck I just said.
We're all like, huh?
Anyways, it's 2018. Let's make it a good year. This next couple of weeks we have...
Do we only have one more episode?
No, we have till the 30th.
Oh, let's make
So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
It's a 2-hour one coming up.
Oh, it's a 2-hour.
Yep.
Nice.
It's going to be a fun time. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can. If not, that's cool. I don't care. You can follow me at Anissa Barr.
Oh my God.
2018.
And by the way,
It's a
please
new
watch
song.
X-Pac 12360 with Just Incredible. TK?
Wow. Well, I really appreciate those who followed me, and if you want to keep following me, that'd be great. I don't really post a lot, so it's like I won't overload you. I am running the LA Marathon. I'm raising money for water pumps in Africa, so if you want to donate, you can just go in my bio. It's there at TK Trindad.
I always have to follow her up, and it's so not fair.
Because she ain't running.
But I know.
I don't
It's all
run.
good.
I
I don't run. I got you. I don't run.
I'm Monique Loveless. I know.
I was gonna say we could
I'm
tell.
glad.
Which I just said.
I'm Monique Loveless, so you can find me on all upfronts all platforms at Upfront with Mo.
And I'm Roger. You can find me on Twitter, Roger_Corral, and Be Supreme on Instagram.
Man, I should go after him.
Well, you finish.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
From executive
Views
producers
expressed herein are
Maria
those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.